Hello, beautiful butterflies. Welcome to Mariposa Wisdom. I'm Jennifer Love. I'm an angel intuitive, energy guide, and feminine embodiment coach. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit jenniferlove.me. This reading is the current energy in love for all signs for January 4th through the 10th. I'm going to start with Aries and go all the way through Pisces. We're just going to pull a few cards for a quick energy read. This is the current energy in love. Its current energy can change based on your free will choices. That's what makes intuitive reading so powerful. Hopefully you can use the guidance to make better choices. This message will not resonate with everyone. Hopefully anyone. Just keep the messages that are for you and let go of the rest. If it's not your story, please check your moon or rising sign or come back next month. If you're watching, I can help with your energy and tell your story next time. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to me, you're most welcome here. Just a few announcements. I'm launching a new Twin Flame Masterclass that starts on the 16th of January. If you'd like more information about that, you can email twinflamemasterclass@gmail.com or visit my website, jenniferlove.me/twinflames. So, Aries. You and the person of interest could be having issues with your inner child, or possibly you or this other person that you're thinking about has children, or possibly you want to have a child and the other person doesn't. But I'm feeling more that it's most likely like your inner children like coming out to play, but more likely fighting. Kind of like the issues that we grew up with as children. Growing up, you're just kind of the only lessons you learned in love, you learned from your parents. And usually nobody's, relationship dynamic is perfect, right? Even if your parents had a great marriage, there's still things that you've taken on or learned that aren't perfect. And so you grew up, learning things or not learning things. And so you try to get clarity about things in the past that you've learned about your relationships, and trying to come to terms about things that you want to take into consideration moving forward in your relationships, that things that you want in your relationships moving forward, things that you don't want in your relationships moving forward. So okay, I definitely want, these qualities in my person moving forward, but I definitely don't want all this stuff about my exes that I didn't like, right? And you're thinking about your past and realizing that, this in 2021, it's time to move in a new direction. I've got all this clarity about my love life. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. And so you're either realizing all these things about your person, that you know exactly what you want, you know exactly what you don't want. So you're either going to forgive all these things about your person, or you're going to decide that this is not the person for you. So you've got two scenarios. You're either going to realize that this is the person you want, or you're going to realize that it's not the person you want. So it's going to be different. I kind of just feel like you're either going to have this come to Jesus moment where you're going to say, oh, this is the person I want, or this week you're going to realize this is absolutely not the person that I want. So it's either great news for you, Aries, or not great news for you. I don't know. Or you could be having an inner war with yourself that you kind of not sure. You might just be having an inner struggle about, I don't know if this is the person that I want anymore. Your angel message: vulnerability and freedom. Yeah, you're feeling very vulnerable. this would be a very vulnerable message for me too. Like, I just feel like when you're talking about your inner child, it's a very vulnerable kind of place to be, but it's also a very freeing place to be, you know, like if you're realizing that, you know, you can't get any more vulnerable than like realizing that, you know, I've got clarity. I know what to do, and you can't hurt me anymore. You know, like if you know who you are and what you want, and you know what to do, there really is no other place to go but up. Like you have your North Star. Like if you could see that, like you know what to do. You have the North Star. You know exactly where to go, who to be with. You don't need any more information. You know exactly what to do now. Okay. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, what's your love message for the week? This is a weekly reading, so don't get too hung up on it. It's not the end of the world. Energy can change. I don't read reversals, so don't worry about it. Taurus. You might feel a very strong connection to your person because you may have been in a past life relationship with this person. You've known each other before. You have to be patient right now, especially this week. You could be really worried about your connection with this person, but don't worry because this is saying that, you know, the seeds are well planted. Like you have no reason to worry. Like everything's going to be fine. The investment that you've made, it's going to pay off. So you just have to be patient, chill out. Everything's going to be fine. You could be dealing with an earth sign, or this could be referring to you. Because obviously this is the 7 of earth. It's still, you're talking about earth sign. This could be talking about you, or this could be talking about your person. But there's definitely a strong connection here. You know, this is like very rooted and grounded. And then, you know, the past life connection is obviously like a very strong grounded connection. But you've made like a very strong concerted effort with this person, and it's going to pay off. But this is not the time to take action. This is the time to do nothing. So don't do anything this week. Don't reach out. Don't like harass the person. Don't send a bunch of text messages. Just do nothing. Like just wait for the person to come to you or contact you. Don't reach out. Don't do anything. This is a time to rest. This is a time to sit back and smell the flowers. Just chill out, like do nothing. Okay? Everything will be fine. And your angel message for the week is learning experience. So even if it doesn't work out, it's all been a great learning experience for you. This has been, you know, a way to show you, you know, what to do, what not to do, how your actions have caused growth in you. There's something with this bird that's very like drawing my attention. I don't know if you've been seeing birds or yellow. The bird is a sign from your angels. I don't know. I keep getting drawn back to this bird, so I have to point it out. But and yellow, I don't know if you have to gain more confidence, or there's something about your own sense of power or self-confidence that has been lacking lately, Taurus. But this has been a very big learning experience for you, this person, this relationship. So yeah, there's something about that. All right, that's your weekly message. So let's move on to Gemini. What's going on with Gemini this week for January 3rd through the 10th? Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, so there's, you could be reconciling with a past person. The person may have been juggling multiple partners, or they may have been trying to prioritize their work and their love life, or their family and their love life, something like that, and trying to come back into balance with multiple priorities. I'm kind of feeling that time management has been a problem with this person. They have not been putting their love life first. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Gemini, but definitely someone from the past is coming back. So you could have, I mean, you can decide whether or not you want to entertain this person coming back. That's up to you. But you might want to try to bring some more fun into this connection. It may have been getting too serious, and you need to bring some more like light and fun into the equation. It could have been getting too like heavy and serious. I kind of feel like maybe the family or the holidays was getting too like serious, and this person may have backed off for that reason. Perhaps meeting the family was a little bit too much for this person, and they didn't want to get that serious. So they may have backed off from that, but now they're coming back around. So you can decide if you want to be with this person or not. Your angel message is transformation. Yeah, I feel like, you know, this first week of 2021 is a new turning point for you, a way for you to transform and start over. It feels like, you know, for a lot of people, it's a very like clean slate kind of feeling. But for you, Gemini, I really feel like it's like a fresh page. It's a new starting point for you to just really, your angels are just saying you can really like move on from here and start over. You don't have to reconcile with this person if you don't want to. You can use this as an opportunity to really transform your life and your love life if you want to. I feel like this energy from your heart chakra like moving up and out like through your crown. So you can like use a meditation space to kind of really clear out your heart chakra if you wish. So please don't take this message of reconciliation as you have to reconcile with this person if you don't want to. It can really be like a message of a complete transformation if you choose that. So let's move on to Cancer. What's a love message for Cancer for the 4th through the 10th this week? What do we have for Cancer for January 4th through the 10th? For Cancer, you have a lot of options, Cancer, for this week. You don't have to make a choice. You can, you know, use this time to get clarity on what you want. You're still kind of in like a holiday hangover, I want to say. Like it's still kind of like you're trying to get your stuff together from, you know, being on like vacation from the holidays. So you could be kind of it's still in like a procrastination mode. So you need to like get a little bit more organized about, you know, what to do moving forward. But in terms of your love life, I just feel like you could have some options right now. So it's okay to take the time about what you want to do. You need to get some clarity before you make a choice, though. So don't be too hasty about what you decide to do. Just like make sure you know what you want before you make a choice. And I want to say that you need to make this choice using your intuition, because my eye is drawn towards the purple, which is the third eye. These are all chakra colors. So if you're drawn to a particular color, please note that chakra. But I was intuitively drawn to the purple, so that's third eye. Yeah, that's kind of all I'm getting from that. Your angel message for the week is, wow, vulnerability and freedom. That was the same as Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with a water sign. Yeah, don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Because you did get a water tarot card, having a lot of options, you know, you could be afraid to make the choice out of the fear of being vulnerable. So, yeah, I feel like you might be afraid to make the choice because you're afraid of making the wrong choice. And then you might value your freedom a little bit too much, because, you know, making a choice might, you know, it obviously narrows your options, and then, you know, you're stuck. So you're giving up the freedom, right? So don't be afraid to be vulnerable, or like think about what that vulnerability means. When you're giving up your freedom, when you're actually choosing, what does that mean to you? When you're actually making the choice, what are you giving up? Like, what does not being single anymore mean? When you're giving your, you know, singlehood away, what does that mean to you? What are you losing? Because sometimes that is what's preventing us from being with someone, is that we're actually afraid of giving up the freedom. That's a big deal to a lot of people. It actually keeps us from being in love, keeps us from being with somebody. Okay, Leo, what's coming up for Leo this week? Leo is calling in your soulmates. Leo and the Empress. Okay. So, Leo, you've been spending some time really trying to visualize and call in your person, but now it's time to move forward and take action. So you've been really taking time to, sorry, I was taking a drink. You've been doing the visualization and the prayers and all that stuff, but now it's time to move forward and give birth to your dreams. So if you've been doing the vision boards and the love altar and all that stuff, trying to call in your soulmate, well, now you have to do the work, right? You have to like go out. You have to tell people you want to meet someone. You have to like go on dates. You have to get on the dating apps, whatever it is to meet someone that you have to do. You have to like do something, because if you don't go out and meet people, you can't like meet someone sitting around in your house, right? So you have to take some action. I don't know if that means you're gonna have to like go to meetup groups, or if that means you have to like tell your friends like, hey, I want you to set me up with somebody. But you have to do something to like actually meet someone, because you've been doing a lot of like the metaphysical work. You've been doing like the inner work to meet your soulmate, but you actually haven't been doing like the 3D world dating work to meet someone. So now it's time to actually take action. Your angel message is blessings and abundance. So your angels are really there partnering with you to give you the blessings and abundance that you are wanting and desiring, you just have to do the work. So yeah, you've been doing the inner work. Now it's time to do the 3D outer work. So you got all the pieces. It's just time to do the work. Awesome. Let's go to Virgo. What's the love message for Virgo this week? Virgo. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Oh, that did not show the well. Oh. And the moon. Okay. So I feel like the person you've been dealing with could be a Cancer, Virgo, but you need to listen to your intuition. You've been really in your head over analytical, which, you know, is a very Virgo thing to do. But you need to really let go of all that inner turmoil and overthinking, over analyzing, because your person really does want to commit to you and wants to be with you. So you have to kind of let that fear and worry go and just kind of go with the flow, which is difficult, I know, for you as a Virgo to do that. So like really just try to rise above and just let things happen as they happen, let go of the control, and try to just pay attention to signs and pay attention to any kind of synchronicities from your angels, and just let go of any worrying concerns and just let whatever happens happen, because I just think that there's no need to worry. Like you're worrying unnecessarily, because the commitment is here. Your person is wanting to be with you, and your actual like fear and controlling is going to drive them away if you're not careful. So you just have to really like chill out, take a step back, and let whatever is going to happen, because I think actually your fear might drive your person away if you're not careful. Your angels are telling you power and intention. So your intention is everything. So fear and worry is going to bring you negativity. So you want to hold the intention of the highest and best. So hold the intention that your love life is ascending to commitment. Hold the intention that your person loves you. Hold the intention that only the best is going to come from this. Hold the intention that your person, you know, has the best intentions for you. Hold the intention that everyone is doing the best that they can all the time, you know. So just really have the best, you know, intentions for your highest outcome, because if you constantly think negative thoughts, that is what you'll experience. And you know that happens. So just really try to hold the best intentions for yourself, and that's what you'll experience. Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libra this week. What's going on for my Libras? New love. Oh, that's beautiful. What's going on for Libras this week? What's going on for Libras Interesting. So you may have ended something very recently, and something new is also beginning, which is beautiful and perfect. So of course that could also be just like, the year has ended and now your new love is coming. This is the opportunity also for new happiness, because a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. If you've ended something with someone recently, please know that that is over and ended, and it's not going to happen, and it's not going to renew, but that new love is coming for you. And it may not exactly be this week, but it's coming very soon. So whatever situation has ended, please let it stay ended in the past so that this new love can come in. And like I said, it may not be exactly tomorrow or this week, but if you let this past thing stay in 2020 or this week, like let it die, then you're giving this opportunity for this new love to come in. So there is like hope. That new love was coming for you in January in 2021. So I am sorry if you're going through a bit of sadness right now, but there's definitely opportunity for new happiness coming for you. Oh, lovely. Your angels are encouraging you to do the work. Let that grief wash over you. Let that sadness happen, because the new love is here. Do you see how the heart chakra is all lit up? Let that clear. Let that go through you, because it's relief, right? It's like, so glad that it's over. So glad that 2020 is over too, because this newness is so much better. It's so much more perfect for you. It's so much healthier. It's so much better, a better match. Yeah, energetically, it's just better for you. So yeah, I feel really good about that. Scorpio, my Scorpios. What's going on for us this week? I'm a Scorpio, Scorpio rising. Release your ex. Oh God. Sorry, I'm laughing. My ex contacted me out of nowhere, which was really funny. Okay, yeah. Release your ex and take a pause. So, allow yourself some more time before making a decision. So, if your ex reached out to you this week, don't go back just yet. Take some time and allow yourself some time before getting back with your ex. Meditate, give yourself some time. This is like the traditional image in tarot was like this person like laying down, like totally just taking a rest. It's really about just taking a pause. Like, don't do anything. So don't like jump back in bed with your ex, don't like get back together. Give yourself some time. There's a reason you broke up. Go back and read your journal and look at why, or go back and read your text. Go back and like look at the picture. Whatever you need to do, remember why you broke up. Okay. Or if you're in the throes of breaking up or like fighting, like just release that person and give yourself the time to move on. Yeah, there you go. Take charge and action. If you're in the middle of like fighting or breaking up, like just do it. Take charge of your life, realize your worth. Don't let the craving or the darkness take over. You know, take action, take charge of your life. Know that your worth and your value is worth more than anything, and be aware of your I don't know, all I can think of is worthiness. Like know your worth, and just you know, take a pause. That's all you need to do, is just stop. You don't have to do anything right now. Well, this is a card taking action, so it's like more of like stop and pause and then take charge of your life, because basically what it's saying. Scorpio, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let go of control. Let go of control and okay, reviewing the past. Let's see. So you've been doing some soul searching about trying to figure out where to go with this situation. And in your heart, you really know what to do. But you need to take a step back and just allow the situation to unfold, because the person is going to show you who they are when you just take a step back. So you've been wanting to approach this situation with compassion and forgiveness, but for some of you, you know it's just time to head in a new direction. You know that you're not supposed to be with this person. You're just supposed to move on in a new direction. But for others, you don't want to like completely cut them off and just move on. You just want the situation to kind of unfold. For some of you, there may have been some infidelity here, and you're kind of not sure if you are supposed to forgive this person and stay with them, or if you're just supposed to like break up with them and move on. But it's more about like, you know what to do, and I think it's different for different people. So that's why, like, I think it's complex, because in a lot of, there's different for different types of Sagittarians, because there's a family here, and I know it's like, it's different for different people, because when there's like children involved and it's like a long-standing marriage, it's not easy to just walk away from a situation like that. So I think that it's going to be different for different people. So you have to decide for yourself like what your situation is and what you need to do, but try to let go of the control and let the situation unfold, because if your partner really has a mature sense about it and decides that they want to fight for your relationship or fight for the marriage, and really has a maturity about it, that you know they can really renew their life and like recommit to your situation, then maybe you do want to forgive them. But if you know that it's time to head in a new direction and you just know that this relationship is over, then that is a different situation. So it's going to be different for different people, but you have to allow the situation to unfold and don't make like hasty choices, because I think it's going to be different for different people. But you can't get hot-headed about it. I think that's the message, because I think it's different for different people. Yeah, composure. I think there's been some fighting, and it's hard to be composed about it. It's hard to be level-headed when you're emotional about it. So I think that's the message, is like to not be so combative, because it's hard when someone has been unfaithful to not be emotional about it. I'd be emotional about it. So I think that's the message, especially when you have children, is to think about the future of your children and to how you can make the best outcome for everyone. These are like serious issues. So yeah, to try to maintain your composure, I think it's the most important thing that I can tell you. And that's hard. There's nothing easy about that message. Capricorn. Whoa, those cards went flying. Capricorn. Healing family issues. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? These are not shuffling. Capricorn, what is going on? These are just not shuffling. All right, here you go. Okay. Oh, that's why. All right, there's been some really tough family issues going on this week, Capricorn. A lot of sadness. There could have been a third party situation, or just some sadness within the family. It could have been in relation to a child, because there's like a young girl here, or a boy. It's really interesting because there's a girl here and a boy here. Hopefully nobody lost a child. That would be horrible. This is a love reading, okay? So yeah, there's something about the family here, but all right, I'm really hoping that, okay, this is very strange. I really hope that nobody lost a child, but I've never got that message before. In all the years I've done readings, I've never got that message before. But I truly feel for anyone that's ever lost a child. But whew, anyway, Capricorn, I really hope that there isn't some major sadness this week. There could be a third party. Hopefully this is only a weekly message, obviously, so this is not like the rest of your life. It's not the whole month of January. Any family issues can be healed if you forgive your parents. Obviously, we all like mirror our love lives based upon the dynamics that we witnessed as a child. So when you look back on your relationships, always look back to the dynamic that you witnessed as a child. So whether your parents were still married or divorced, or you only grew up with one parent, or had no parents, or were adopted, it doesn't matter. You just look back to the dynamics that you witnessed as a child, and then it kind of plays out in your adult relationships, or even, the relationships that you started as a teenager, high school, whatever. All of the relationships that you've kind of forged as an adult, you're kind of just like playing out the relationships that you watched or witnessed as a child. So if you can kind of heal those dynamics within yourself, then you kind of learn and grow, all of these challenges and heal misunderstandings. And as you forgive your parents, your adult relationships heal and prosper. What do your guardian angels have to give you in terms of advice, Capricorn, for this challenging week? Ease and grace. The message is flow like water. So the way to move through this challenge this week is to let yourself flow through the week very easily and gracefully, like water, which is sometimes challenging to do when things are very difficult and hard. Just think of like a river, the way that when it encounters a rock, does it try to move through the rock? No, it moves around and over and gracefully flowing beyond, over, around the rock. It doesn't try to move through the rock. Water flows around the rock. And like if you think about great, natural wonders like the Grand Canyon, the force of water over time actually shapes the earth, right? So water is quite powerful. It's just that it looks like it's not actually moving mountains, but it actually does. So the ease and grace with which we can move actually is doing something. It just kind of appears that it's, not really powerful, but it really, really is. So try to move through this week with ease and grace, even though it could be extremely difficult. You're actually quite powerful, Capricorn. Aquarius. What message do we have for Aquarius this week? Whoa, true love. See, that card just those cards just shuffle. Like the Capricorn cards, I had to shuffle like 3 times because they just would not move. And the Aquarius cards just shuffled like super easily. True love. So, end of a situation, true love, or this is the opportunity for new happiness because something ended. So something may have ended recently, Aquarius, which provides the opportunity for true love, or this is the opportunity for new happiness, or both. So like the end of something is the opportunity for new happiness. So if something ended recently, please let it end, because this is the opportunity for something new. Or if something is like a weight off of your shoulders, it just brings the new in. I feel like you just could be stepping into like something, just a brand new relationship, a new move somewhere. Like there's just something, some new situation that is going to bring you like new love, new romance. This is really exciting. It could be with an air sign, fellow air sign for you. Your guardian angel message this week is cut the cords. So if something old is ending, please let it end, because that is going to bring this new beginning. If you need to do any kind of energetic ritual to let 2020 go, please do so. If you have been meaning to create a vision board, love altar, do that. If you want to write a letter to an ex and burn it, if you've been meaning to do a new moon ritual, the new moon is on January the 12th. Please do that. All of that. And last but not least, we have Pisces. What do we have for our Pisces friends for the week of January 4th through the 10th? Forgiving and learning. That was so weird. Okay, forgiving and learning and strength. So you need to have great compassion and emotional strength as you forgive and learn and heal the past. There could be, a situation with your person that you will have to have a lot of compassion about. You might have to forgive your person. There's a lot of forgiveness happening here. So you have to realize that you're a lot stronger than you know. Your person may screw up really bad and you have to forgive them. So like this person is like begging for forgiveness. So, and this person is like super exasperated with them. So yeah, your person might screw up and then you're gonna have to like decide if you want to forgive them or not. But just know that you have the strength to do that, and that you're gonna have to approach the situation with kindness, and that realize that you have the strength to do that, and you're a lot more compassionate than you realize. And you're gonna have to have the, what am I trying to say? The composure to like handle this with grace. It's gonna throw you off, like whatever they screwed up about. So just be aware that this is, I'm trying to give you the heads up that this is gonna happen, because it's gonna throw you off. So yeah, this person's going to screw up and it's gonna like throw you off, and you're gonna have to be like, what the heck? So you're gonna have to like forgive and learn from this experience and realize that you have the strength and the compassion to forgive in ways that you didn't realize that you could. Yep, and it's going to transform you. You're going to realize you didn't realize how strong you were to be able to forgive this person in ways that you just didn't realize you had it in you to be able to do that. So you're going to be able to transform. So yes, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Please hit that thumbs up button. Click the notification bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can visit jenniferlove.me. Don't forget that you always have a choice between love and fear, so choose love. And I will see you next time. Bye.